Well, it all sort of started back in, or when I was like 17, and I was listening to things like New Order and The Cure and all those sort of dance remixes, and I was doing year 12 at school, and a friend of mine was working in a nightclub and asked me if I wanted a job as a busboy, so I started Chasers back in end of 88, start of 89. So from there, basically, I continued doing university, and then Mushroom came along, and Scott Murphy from MDS offered me a job. Well, when I left MDS in end of 94, start of 95, I sort of moved into the hardware side of it full time instead of being sort of like a part time on the weekend type arrangement, and we opened up an office in Paran in 96. There's obviously the production side, which we run events, festivals from as small as 500 people, sort of private parties, to as large as sort of 70,000 people, festivals like as in the case of Polo and Two Tribes and things like that. I've got the tour side of the company, Hardware Tours, which we organise tours for internationals, from small sort of one weekend tours for 2 or 3 shows to band tours like CJ Bolam with a touring party of 10 people and lighting and sound engineers and stuff. And that could be as many as, in that case it was like 10 shows over 3 weeks. The shop's been open now on our 4th year. Yeah, we specialist import from America, England, Germany, Belgium. Yeah, I mean, we'll sell anywhere from 600 to 1,000 units a week of vinyl, which is quite a bit. From a techno point of view and from a deep house point of view, I mean, we're definitely the key shop in Melbourne, if not Australia. I mean, we do mail order to Singapore, to Taiwan, to New Zealand, to China, to Hong Kong. As far as we've sent stuff to America and stuff to Germany as well. So we've got a couple of UK distributors we've got exclusive rights to, which we're supplying orders to across the country. Well, after the shop, there's also the hardware label. We put together DJ mix compilations of Australian DJs. We also put together the hardware compilation, which is like a soundtrack to what we do. There's a graphic design company at the back called Notion Multimedia, which we do our own flyers, and we do some stuff for promotion companies as well, and we do stuff for some of our corporate sponsors like Red Bull, and we do a bit of corporate sort of logo design and stuff as well. I'm actually about to do some video game stuff. Well, there's the AS1 Transmissions label and the AS1 Music Publishing Company, which I actually set up with MDS. When I was there, I was like 19, turning 20 at the time, and I had a few friends that were writing music, and I said I want to start a label, so I kind of started that and jumped head on into it without really knowing a thing. And so that has only just been taken over by Hardware sort of in the last 3 months. It was a joint thing with Mushroom for a period of 8 years. The website started probably start of last year. Stage 1 is complete. It's basically, there's a shop there you can order certain things from top 10s and record CDs, blah blah blah, record bags, those sort of accessories. Then there's the label site, which has real audio files and all of that stuff, and the discography, which you can do mail order from, and artist information. It's pretty much more an information source than a fancy sort of sales point. And then there's the production side, which has all of our archives for all of our events, photos, flyers you can download for wallpaper, bios and all our local artists, bios and international artists, real audio and MP3, DJ mixes from people like Mr. C and Adam Bayer and stuff like that. As an ongoing commitment to the internationals that we bring out, we're making sure that their information's up to date and there's good mixes on there for the punters. I think it's important for them to have some sort of internet representation. There'll be a lot more video, MPEG type video stuff. And basically from the shop side, there'll be a database where you can search for certain titles and find what compilation it's on, and it'll tell you if it's in stock at our shop, because it'll be directly linked to our shop. Interstate is something that we definitely are looking at doing into New South Wales, and having a regional office that handles the north half of Australia, like Brisbane and Cairns and Darwin and things like that, and the Melbourne office look after the south and west coast like Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne. The grand plan that I've had in my head is once we get the Sydney office set up, my friend's going to come back from England to do that. Once that's set up, after a couple of years, have him move back to England and set up a UK office to do all our North America and sort of European negotiations and stuff. As we start moving into doing larger tours with larger type bands, I mean, we're looking, as a company direction, we're looking at continuing to do the DJs and I guess leave Hardware as an agency and doing all the internationals that we have done in the past and will continue to do, but also looking at setting up more a touring agency that takes on sort of larger bands like your Left Fields and your Chemical Brothers and things like that, which I think a lot of people are looking for, that sort of sort of like a new direction. They're sick of just going to a tennis centre or a concert hall and seeing a band in the same sort of setup. The only difference is just the stage setup. Done a broad range from Paul Daly from left field to Lauren Garnier, Sven Bath, Richie Horton, Oliver Lieb, Jeff Mills. Boy, there's a huge list. I think the main reason they come back is primarily, I mean, we do a good job. I mean, everyone, the people that we work with interstate, we've been working with for 10 years. I think a lot of the time everything runs pretty smoothly. Like every possible thing that can go wrong is covered, or it has gone wrong in the past, and we've learned from that, as you do. And yeah, I think they just have a good time. I mean, we're here to not just make sure they get paid properly and that the gigs are good. We're also here to make sure they have a good time, and it becomes a bit of a holiday sort of in Australia because of the sort of country that it is and the weather and things like that. And some people want to go diving, some people want to go to the Barrier Reef, some people want to go to Ayers Rock or this or that. So we can organise good packages through our travel agent for that kind of stuff. We did an event earlier this year called Freeware, which is the first of a series of events that we're doing. We spent about $12,000 and we had Oliver Ho come out from England, who's a favourite producer of mine at the moment, and got a venue, and luckily they donated the venue for free, and the laser company donated a laser, and the sound, we used our sound system, and the lighting guys donated lights to us, and our video guys, the computer graphic animators, donated that, and everyone sort of chipped in their bit since we've been working with them for so long. And it was a really good party, and we got 2,000 people, and the tickets went in 2 days, and people were fighting out the front trying to get in. And well, the two tribes this year, this was our second year. First year was just Melbourne only, and we attracted about 8,000 people. This year we obviously went a step further. The previous year we had 4 areas. This year we moved into 7 separate sound areas, based on more, I guess, the traditional sort of tribal gathering, sort of Glastonbury festival type setup at different stages. We attracted 17,000 people this year. The lineup was phenomenal, and the acts that we had in the room, both locally and from overseas, were kind of at the pinnacle of that style. So yeah, just overall it ended up a really nice package, and the people really sort of enjoyed it, and the feedback was immense. Like, we got good coverage on TV and radio and the press write-ups and things like that. Yeah, I mean, it's next year we're looking at probably from, I'd say, 25,000-30,000 up to 40,000. Well, I mean, this New Year's Eve just passed was the millennium. Everybody was sort of excited, and as we went along, certain opportunities presented themselves. Certain internationals like Jeff Mills and people like that had approached us and said, hey, we'd like to come for New Year's Eve, is it an option? And we were just like, eh? Before I knew it, it was sort of August, September, and we'd had a venue offered to us which was perfect. It was right by the water, so the fireworks, which was the state government had promised the best fireworks display in Australia's history. So we thought, well, if that's going to be going on just there, and the venue's just there, and we've got such a great lineup sort of coming together, we may as well do something. Another organisation company here called Future Entertainment that do a lot of club-based tours and events as well sort of approached us and said, hey, we've done 2 tribes together that worked really well, how about New Year's Eve? We've got some good acts lined up as well, how about we do something together there? So there's a lot of things we had to meet with police and the council and the St John's ambulance and the fire brigade and all these types of things, and basically we had to implement our own, we had our own hospital that we set up down there with emergency services, and so a lot of things from that we have implemented into what we've continued to do this year, like with 2 tribes and other events. So it was a good exercise working that close with the council and authorities, and having these independent people come in to do risk assessments to give us a list of 200 things that could go wrong. We're like, oh, that many? Geez, a lot of things to cover. And as I said, a lot of those could have happened just at a normal event. So we've got New Year's Eve this year, we've got Summer Days on New Year's Day, which is going to do 20,000 again, and then 2 tribes next year nationally. So with doing events of this scale, there's a lot of responsibility, and New Year's Eve was definitely the toughest one in regards to the responsibilities and making sure everything was right, and yeah, it was a good learning exercise. They didn't know what to expect, and we kind of didn't know what people were expecting because it was the millennium, and everyone's expectations were so high in all ways that we just thought, oh, we have to really, really do something special here. So we just, yeah, it came together really well. it's important to give things back to the people as well. I mean, okay, it's a business for us, it's also a personal interest of mine, but you know, I think it's important, whatever business that you're in, to be giving something back to the people. I think they really respect and appreciate that.